Okay, now I'll start again. This is Richard Hobbs. It's Tuesday, February 13th, 2018. This is a letter I've written. I wrote 4 pages out in detail yesterday, which I have here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But I realized that's going to be too much to give anyone. And so I've tried to abbreviate it, make it brief, and add other points. And now I will just read this into this video, and hopefully have a copy. And I will also ask them to make copies of this paper, which is a difficult thing to get accomplished here in this institution. I'm Richard P. Hobbs, 1 Carroll Avenue, Apartment 6, Yonkers, New York, 10705. My email is richardpaulhobbs@gmail.com. My phone number is 212-470-9154. I'm temporarily in St. Joseph's Nursing Home, 127 South Broadway, room 5509, Yonkers, New York, 10701. The date of this letter is Tuesday, February 13th, 2018, Richard P. Hobbs, 2/13/18. I signed it here, and I signed it below because I went too far on the paper. I had to make a poor signature at the bottom. But this is to my social worker, who I've been told is the person to whom you go if you have grievances. And I've had grievances. I've had a lot of grievances in the past, and each time I've gone there to try to file them or say what they are or just make her aware of it, she's been too busy and put me off. Many times she didn't even bother to find out why I was there, or that I was there to make a grievance. And that whole process becomes, for me at least, being put off, and by that means having it be prevented from actually filing the grievance in any way that it gets responded to. And that's my first, well, I had to add a 0 point at the top because I ran out of room at the bottom. But I have grievances. 0 grievance, you failed to get me to the eye doctor. That happened a couple of months ago. They were supposed to set up transportation and get me to the eye doctor at a certain time, and nobody set the transportation up. So the day I was supposed to go to the eye doctor, I never got there, and they had to reschedule it. And because when I came to the hospital, one of the main issues I had was the fact that I was basically unable to see because of diabetic retinopathy. And that was a good thing that happened in the hospital. The best thing that's happened to me, I suppose, is that I was put on to this Dr. Haft, who did surgery, and now I'm able to see. Don't know for how long, but I'm able to see. But that's 0, and now 1 is when I came to file grievances, you, referring to Denise, the social worker, put me off. So the grievances don't get filed. You send me away, did send me away, say you're busy, and divert my filing. 2, the meeting on Wednesday, February 8th, 2018 was very improper and unprofessional. Mistruths were said by employees, and the psychiatrist accepted those testimonies as factual when I pointed the error out. He believed their inaccurate statements and diagnosed me as a psychotic. This was a lack of dignity. I went to file a complaint of unprofessional. I want to file a complaint of unprofessional behavior. I tend to complain also of defamation of my character. That's because this is something that seems to become rote in nursing homes and hospitals, especially this one, that they'll diagnose you as psychotic and then do all sorts of things that are abusive to you in the name of safety and goodness. And there's no check, there's no balance. There's a person like myself who has some alertness and a little intelligence can explain it, but the whole system that's set up to prevent that sort of thing, including this whole grievance process, is failing to do its job. And I experienced that here. I see many persons in this nursing home who are unhappy and whose dignity is being violated, and there's no recognition of that fact by anyone that works here, and there's no grievances being filed, I presume. But we can find that out by finding out how many grievances have been filed over the past few months and years, and whether that is similar to the number of grievances filed elsewhere, or less than, or more than. And that by itself will show that there's something wrong going on here. And it probably also won't show that it's probably going on in many nursing homes